Hello,
Hello,
how you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I'm good. So I want to introduce myself first of all, and then we're gonna see what you're gonna say, and we're gonna go forward.
Okay.
So my name is Agla Cherskite. I'm from Illinois, and I'm mindfulness and meditation coach that is dedicated for anxiety, depression, and stress relief the most. So, purpose of my coaching is to help for clients to find the purpose in their life, get connection to the anxiety, release all the stress, learn to be in present moment, and find the kindness and love towards themselves. So basically, my purpose of my coaching and just help for them find that love towards themselves and towards anxiety. What about you?
Well, I am Arnesha Jones. I am from Arkansas. I have a organization, Our Journey Begins, and it's basically dedicated to spiritual wellness and self-care. The coaching services that I offer is mental wellness, career, personal development, and relationships. I feel like we all have a purpose in life. We just have to figure out what our purpose is. I have been in a place where I did not know my purpose, and I know there are people out here that, need the help or the guidance, and they may not have like a friend or a family member who understands the journey that they are on, um, whether it's personal, whether it's spiritual, whether career wise. We change jobs frequently because we're unhappy and we don't know how to start or where to begin, and I've been in that situation before. So my purpose is to offer the the knowledge and the clarity that I gained, and to help others in their journey in life. So that's what Our Journey Begins represents. um, I have a blog website where I post blogs and tips, where I try to help individuals, and I have a podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I just use my purpose and to guide and motivate those who are in need. So
That's really big purpose, especially for us for coaching.
yes.
How for others really find that way how to come out, how really come out of that nutshell, and just blossom and
Yes.
make their own purpose, find it. Because sometimes it's really difficult to find support from your family, especially when someone not understanding you, from your friends, right? And when you really put everything to yourself and you're trying to work with yourself and try to find a way out, sometimes our mind can sabotage us, right? It's just,
Self-sabotage.
yeah, it's just saying, no, it's this way, it's not gonna work. Why you do your effort, right? What you need to do, just maybe sit on the couch and watch TV, right? So
Hmm.
it's like really, and our purpose is really help for them to find a way, right?
Right.
Hmm. So when did you start all the journey of your coaching? When it's really started?
It started probably it probably started almost 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
um I feel like that's when I figured out my purpose as far as a life coach goes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 2 years ago. And I felt that it was time for me to start getting a little bit more training, getting a little bit more understanding of what a life coach is.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I would offer, my guidance to people, friends and family, and not really knowing like I'm actually coaching them, because every person that I talked to or every person that I sat down with, they will always come back to me and be like, thank you for helping me. This is what happened. Or
Mhm.
thank you for giving me this advice or this motivation. So I would say about 2 years ago is when I kind of knew I really wanted to deep or dive deep into life coaching.
That's
So
awesome. How it's been so far?
it's been pretty good. Like I said, I just started my organization, so I'm trying to gain more clientele
Hmm.
other than friends and family. I want to extend myself outwards to other people. Um, but it's so far it's been pretty good for me.
That's awesome when you can open yourself and make your life purpose, for
Mhm.
helping to others, right?
Right. What about yourself? Like what made you when did you know, I guess, that life coaching is something that you wanted to do, or this is your purpose?
Yeah. So my journey really, all my journey started almost 15 years ago. When I was 16, I experienced a lot of anxiety,
Right.
social anxiety. So it was really difficult for me. And basically, the same time when I really start to acknowledge and discover about mindfulness and meditation. So it was really ups and downs. It took for me really many years to find
Mhm.
myself, like who I am and what is purpose even to for anxiety in my life.
Mhm.
What really, what anxiety trying to show me, right? And really, by mindfulness help, I really learned that the key for me that um, learn how to deal with my past traumas because all my anxiety that I think it was
Yeah.
really because of my um, childhood traumas that I
Yeah.
experienced. And after years, when I was like around 16, just started to come out. So it was really ups and downs, and I really didn't know what's going on. That's when I start to meditate and start to go a little bit more into my own self, my inner self, how to
Right.
heal myself.
Mhm.
And I was in that period in a little bit, and like a year ago, um, I was really into Bob Proctor. He's was famous coach. He just passed away recently, and I was listening his classes and the way how he's teaching and what is the purpose. So by that way, he really helped me to click in, to put those two things in one
Mhm.
meditation, the way how and what really how really helped me and my anxiety, right? So
Yes.
it really I combined those two things in one, and I decided why don't share my own experience the way how I was back those years, how really experience what really helped me to come out.
Mhm.
And right now it's much more better. I can come out and really, so meditation, mindfulness, really learning stay by this moment, so really helped me a lot.
Right. I guess I can relate because even though it was like 2 years ago that I
Mhm.
finally wanted to be a life coach, but in my previous years, I've dealt with anxiety. Um, I probably figured out I was dealing with anxiety maybe in my mid 20s, and that was
Mhm.
almost 8 years, almost 8, 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what was going on, why I was feeling the way I was feeling, you know, going to the doctor. It's like, what's going on? It's like I couldn't understand what was triggering me, why am I feeling this way? And that's when I I kind of got into spirituality about 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So I studied more into spirituality, knowing that I was going through basically a spiritual awakening and basically trying to understand or basically heal my childhood trauma
Yeah.
because I figured that some of my childhood trauma was coming up into my adulthood. And that's
Mhm.
kind of why I was being, my anxiety was flaring up, probably in relationships or,
Yeah.
different scenarios, work scenarios,
Mhm.
things of that nature. So I had to first, before life coaching, I had to basically figure myself out first,
Mhm.
basically figure out what's going on with me. Why am I dealing with anxiety? Where's this depression coming from? you know and basically had to heal myself first, and I'm still healing myself. I always talk about therapy, going to, 100% for speaking with therapists, because they are very helpful, and they open you up, and they help you realize, in certain situations you may not have been wrong for feeling the way that you felt. So I had to try to get a control of my anxiety first before I could actually help other people. And I still practice my spirituality. I meditate myself. I
Mhm.
practice yoga. I do, I journal.
Mhm.
uh,
Yes.
I figured that walking in nature, it helps me clear my mind. um I just had to learn how to control it. I had to learn how to what I can and can't control, basically.
Mhm.
I really had to sit
Exactly.
down because I had to learn that and I did a podcast episode about how once I had control issues. And if I
Mhm.
wasn't in control, I felt out of control. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what do I do? It's like I need to do something, but it was nothing that I could do, and my anxiety would flare up so bad. So I had to figure out ways and techniques to kind of calm myself down. And, I got put on medication and, everything. And it helped, but it's like, you know what? I don't want to take medication for the rest of my life. So I'm going to figure out a way to heal myself. And it all starts within yourself. And it's not easy. It can be hard. It can be stressful. You have your good days, your bad days. You don't want to be bothered. You break down, you cry. But I feel like my journey has basically helped me and mold me into the person that I am today. So
Mhm.
I am very understanding of, dealing with anxiety and, you know, anxiety and depression. So
Mhm.
it can be hard.
Yes, it's not easy when that's the thing is that we always forgetting to taking care of ourselves. We always
Yes.
wake up, we always run, kids, work, husband, business, right?
Yes.
And you wake up one morning and you feel like who I am, like why I feel those feelings. The thing is, we forgetting really even spend 5 minutes per day. Really close your eyes, put your hand on the chest, and ask, how do you feel from inside? Does it
Right.
hurt something? Do you need? We really forgetting that connection with our inner self, inner
Yes.
self.
Yes.
We always moving outside, we taking care from material world the worst, the most, right? New car, we're thinking we're gonna get new car, it's gonna make us better, but
Mm,
if you're gonna move to other country, you think it's gonna change something. But wherever you're gonna go, you're always gonna bring yourself
right.
together, right? So it's really,
Yes.
that's what we really forgetting to really connect with ourselves, right?
Yes. Yes. It begins with self. It begins with you first. I always tell um, my clients, it starts with you first. If you have to want to change, you have to want that. You know, if you're tired of feeling the way that you feel, or if you're tired of feeling like you're in a repeating cycle, or if you're tired of dealing with anxiety, if you're tired of dealing with depression, it starts with you. It starts with you wanting to figure it out,
Mhm.
you know, because there is a starting point somewhere, but you have to want it. And so it's like I wanted that change. I wanted to heal and be better because it's like I knew I had a purpose.
Mhm. Want it, and next thing, put action, right? Make
Yes.
commitment. I usually telling to my clients, whatever you commit, really write yourself a letter,
Yes.
put a sign, said commit. Said, well, if I'm gonna back again in my to my old ways, well, it's normal to come back because we are humans. It's okay to go back, but the most important, don't judge yourself for those things. Don't eat yourself from inside.
Yes.
This is really important to commit, and you to want it to do changes. Even for us coaches, the sometimes clients can say that, okay, I want to do changes, and you're working, but there's no commitment. You know,
Right.
say, oh, I don't see any changes because you don't put your effort, right?
Right.
I think
Yeah. Yeah.
this
And it's not going to happen overnight. It takes work. It
yes,
takes work. It's hard. It's not easy. It's not. And like you said, we backtrack sometimes. Like it's normal. It's okay, but you have to stay committed. You have to stay disciplined. You really have to stay disciplined. You have to be consistent,
yes,
because if you don't, it's like you're going to give up. You're going to give up and you're going to stay stuck. And you know, it's
takes
I
time.
would consider it's not healthy. If you are in a bad cycle, it's not healthy. But you know, there are people out here who want the change, who want the help, who need the help, but you know.
Yeah, I'm agree. It's up to you. Everything is up to you. If you want changes, you're gonna do changes. And
Yes.
especially the self-sabotage, it's really a powerful thing too, because it can really mess it up. So really it's sometimes better to find someone right from the side that can
Mhm.
help you to find what is hiding between all those layers, right?
Yes.
So it's really important. So if someone would like to find you, where they can find your website?
My website is
Oh, you're
www.ourjourney.
gonna set up, I think so, down, right? We're gonna.
Yes, I'm going to put all of this in the description, but it's ourjourneybegins.org. Everything is on that website, my blogs, my booking link, YouTube link, podcast link, um, Instagram is Our Journey
Mhm.
Begins um, as well. You can find me on LinkedIn, Arnesha Jones. You can find me on Twitter as well, Our Journey Begins. All of this will be in the description below the video. Um, Google. So
Yes.
you
Oh,
can Google me. So
it's better sometimes stay away from the Google, because Google, it's big sabotage too, right?
yes, yes.
It
Google,
really can
you
mess
know,
it up.
sometimes when you're dealing with anxiety and you're trying to figure out what are these symptoms, and you Google and it's like, oh my God, I'm dying, when you're really not. It's like you think you have, you know, something going on, but it's all, I feel like it's trying to control your thoughts, especially if you're an
Mhm.
overthinker. I'm an overthinker. That's another reason why my anxiety was triggered, because I am an overthinker. So I had to learn how to control my thoughts,
Mhm.
because I'm an analyzer. I like to
Mhm.
analyze a lot of things because I like to understand things. And if I don't get an answer, I'm gonna just put my answer in there, which was not good. It wasn't healthy. So
Mhm.
I had to really, you know, control my, you know, how I thought and my thinking style and technique. So that was another way that I had to kind of calm my anxiety down for myself. So
yeah, and the Google, it's really big sabotage, right? Said,
yes,
oh, it's like million things what can happen to you, and you're starting.
yes,
That's why I'm saying too to my clients, the more just stay away from all those Google searching things, because it's not gonna lead anywhere, right? It's just
yeah,
gonna create more anxiety and more problems, right?
yeah.
Perfect. So was nice meeting you for the first time. Took a little bit time for us to set up all this meeting, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Right now, at least
And
we're gonna
where
know what.
can people, well, where can clients find your information, your website, or things of that nature?
So I'm gonna set up two, but my website is meandmyself1.com, and there is a Facebook group. It's named Me and Myself. So basically, what about everything you and your own inner life? There's the same YouTube channel. So it's Me and Myself, or Agla Terskita. So I'm gonna set up down to find me easier. And Instagram, that's the most what I'm using. But the most Facebook, where you can find me and myself, or Agla Terskita. So I'm gonna set that. And let's start the journey, right? Let's start
Yes,
with all those uncomfortable feelings.
yes. I tell my clients, you are never alone. I do not want you to feel like you are alone out here. We will take this journey together.
Yes,
So
this is the
that's
most
what it's all about.
important.
Yes,
Feel the trust from us, and
yes.
guys, nobody.
That's very important, building trust amongst your clients. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, was nice talking to you, really.
you too.
And see you soon, by the way.
Hopefully so. We can do this again.
We will, for sure. Okay, guys, so you know where to find us in case you have a questions. You can comment down, right? We're gonna post that on YouTube
Yes,
and
yes. Comment, like, share.
share, and see you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.